Hello.
Pichler van.
Hey there.
Hi, what have you got this week?
Come and see. Oop. Hello and welcome to the Pichler virtual van once again. This one's a little bit different. It's a Christmas special. By the time you're viewing this, you should all be stuffed with turkey. Those that celebrate Christmas, that is, should all be stuffed with their Christmas dinner, and a few days into it all now. Hope you'd all had a merry time and enjoying the holidays or the break from work if you don't celebrate and you're just off work. Or even at work if you're at work. So what we thought we'd do this week is run through the virtual van, the background. We've done this before now and again. It's quite popular. So yeah, just going to go through and ramble on about some of our good tools. So I'll start here. Flexible drill. This one. Lots of the tools that I'm going to show you here have been featured in the previous year's virtual van videos. So if you're sat, as I will be, bored or with wanting something to do, you can go back and watch our videos. But this is just like an overview. So here we are, is with the flexible drill. You tighten it up there where you want at different angles. Progressive trigger, so it's nice, easy to use drill. Go right straight as well, so gets in tight spaces. That's the flexible drill that we offer. So that's been a good one this year. A little mini cutter grinder, so we do the discs as well for this one. Really small, goes in tight spaces. With a lot of these, we have a flexible air joint. I don't think we've got one in the van at the moment, but they're the 360-degree joints. You'll see them on our website. So particularly when it comes to the needle scaler, I'll show you in a minute, you can get in tight spaces, but it'll be useful on this one as well. So it double backs on itself. So your airline will be coming in this way in this case. So if you was tight up under a wing or somewhere, you can get in with your tool. So yeah, that's the mini air cutter. And then we've got another one that's been popular all year. It's been the blow gun. You can adjust the swirl on this inside and you move it around so it gives you much bigger or much smaller coverage of what you're blowing away. So yeah, good for cleaning out stuff and air filter boxes and things like that. So good one. Probably the one of the most popular tools of 2025 has been our needle scaler. A lot of you have got this one. Those who haven't, it's a very useful tool. Getting in tight spaces, you can get in up under a wing. Really good for brake caliper carriers. The carbon build up around injectors once you're cleaning them up. That's really good for cleaning the carbon away. You can change the needles as well. We offer packs of needles. You just unscrew the end there and drop the needles out. One by one, you can swap them over. So that's the mini needle scaler. Like I say, it's been one of the top 3 best-selling tools of the year for us this year. That's that one. We offer a bigger one as well. So anybody who's doing much bigger body work and such like, we do the bigger one here. It's much bigger, as you can see in the size. It's a standard one, and that's the mini one, as you can see. So that's the mini and the normal needle scaler. One that we've not featured on the virtual van just yet, which we will be in the new year, will be this one. This is our high torque flexible air gun. So you can lock it in position where you want it. So it's 1/2-inch drive, 1000 Newton meter, very high power, very narrow fitting, forward and reverse obviously, and you can lock it into position where you want it. So that's the high power air gun, good for bottom pulleys, but obviously universal for a lot of things. I don't need to explain that to you. So that's that one. Another one that we've not featured in the virtual van just yet, but will make an appearance early in the new year, is our geared air saw. So we offer all the different types of saws, cutters, but this is a gear driven air saw, so it's got lots of torque, so this will cut through the majority of stuff that you'll be cutting using an air saw for. High quality air saw that we offer as well, so we'll be doing a bit more in depth with that one to show you in the virtual van next year. And on the shelves we've got our torque wrenches. We offer a full range of digital torque wrenches, flexi or fixed. We also do the interchangeable ones, so you can put spanner heads in if that's what you wanted to do, so a bit different to the flexi ones, but this is by far and away the most popular ones, is the 1/2 inch and the 3/8 flexi ones, obviously. Angle gauge and digital torque wrench, really popular. We haven't done those on the virtual van either just yet, but they will make an appearance again early in the new year, so we'll have a whole range of them. We do a 1/4 one as well. 1/4 one this year has been a good tool for us, so yeah, that's the little 1/4 drive one. So more and more stuff needs a low setting, so 1/4 drive torque wrench. We have our 1/2 inch drive flexi ratchet. So you've got a flexible ratchet, the end also undoes. Again, you'll see this in one of the virtual vans that we've done before, a bit more in depth, and it comes with an extension piece as well. You can get it out the phone. There we go, and that will go into there and lock in and make you a much longer ratchet, and that's guaranteed up to 1000 Newton meters. We do also offer new ratchet heads as well, so you can change the gears if you did break it, but we haven't had that problem, so up to 1000 Newton meters. So yeah, that's the 1/2 inch drive ratchet. Also comes with an adapter to step yourself up to 3/4. So that's that one. Let's put the end cap back on. There we go. The scrapers, again, I keep saying it's a popular one, but these have been popular. So it comes 2 size scrapers in the foam tray. Protective cap, but they're carbide scrapers. So that will remove silicone, gaskets. They're really, really good. Low wearing, very sharp. Obviously high visibility orange, so you don't leave them wherever you've been using them. 2 sizes, as you can see. That's the carbide scrapers. Good positive feedback on these, as all with our stuff really, but specifically those recently. What else can I show you? The vibro gun. I'm not sure if we've done this one. I think we did do this one on the virtual van. Yeah, from memory we've done it with all the attachments. But high power, high output vibration gun. This isn't an air chisel, it's a vibration gun, so it delivers 2,200 blows per minute. So it's a short shock vibrations, great for undoing lots of things or pushing bolts through or whatever. So vibration gun, often confused as an air chisel. It's not. It comes with 4 different attachments, so like a ball joint or pad pusher, whichever you want. The one that I really like and lots of customers like is that one. It's a 1/2 inch drive, so you put a ring spanner over there, 19mm, 17, 19, 1/2 inch drive socket on, whichever you're trying to undo, and you can vibrate something backwards and forwards and get it working and move it and loosen stuff off. So that's the vibration gun. Lots of attachments available for that as well. So if you look back on the virtual van series, you'll see that where we show the other bits that we do for that one. Another one that we've featured on the virtual van, and so many people see us at exhibition and say, oh no, then they have them and they go, really good, is the CV boots that we offer. So they come with the glue. The big difference with these to the old CV split CV boots is the profile of the positive locking rubber there. As it goes in, it locks it in, keeps them in. The glue comes in the kit with each one as well. They're super malleable as well. They're very good rubber, so they're really good repair. And obviously very quick. We have huge repeat sales on them. So once you've used them, people are back for them, which tells you, as I said before, it tells you the story. So these we do, again, often overlooked. We do these individually. So this is the big one. We also do a much thinner rope version, or we do them in packs of 5 where you get 2 of the big ones like this and 3 of the smaller, thinner roped version. They're just a ratchet, but they're great for holding something like a caliper out the way, or an arm out the way. So if you want to work with, pull the knuckle round, hook it in, and you just ratchet it up. So yeah, just a universal hook and ratchet set. Very good for holding any exhaust up out the way or that kind of sort of thing. Very universal. This one, I don't know. Again, I don't know. You'd have to look back on the Virtual Van series if we've featured this one. I think we did. MOT stations, and anybody obviously into EV, you've probably got them if you're into EV, but MOT stations particularly, we've seen a lot of people want these. So Tesla jacking pads, you've got 4 holes in the Tesla. This covers the two models, and this covers the other 2 models. So Model 3 and Model Y uses these 4, and they push in, and there's only a millimetre or so between the 2. One won't fit in one, and one's too loose for the other. They pop in, and then your jack pads go up on them. If you don't use these and you go straight onto the holes on the car, Google it and see the damage that you'll see that you can cause on the customer's car, and the battery and the plastic and all the rest of it. So yeah, pads important for MOT stations. So that's that one. Our side entry injector slide hammer kit, that's been a stalwart of what we offer for years and years. I'll bring it over. Great for keeping your customers in the loop. As I say, this one has been a stalwart of our stable for years and years. We do all the hydraulic ones, obviously, lots of you know us for that, and that's much deeper than this. This is, if you're working on all comers that come in the workshop, like many of you do, and you've got a seized injector and you want to have a go, this is what I would suggest to keep you. This is a normal tool, get the injector out, carry on with the job. If it doesn't, then you're either into buying a hydraulic kit or getting a specialist to do the job, whichever way you want to go. But this is the base kit to remove what we call semi-seized injectors. The nice bit with this kit is it will go into the side of the injector in the fuel line, so you don't damage or remove loads of the injector parts, and makes the injector reusable. So how that works is you've got a short shaft or a long shaft. You select which one you're going to use, and then you'll be onto the injector with that one. Got little O-rings that retain them on for you, so it makes it easy to set up. Your joiner goes on, double female joiner, and then that one will screw into there. So now you're going to come upright, so if the injector's at the angle like that, 45 degrees into the fuel line or straight, however it is, you can go, and you can work that left and right as well. So yeah, it's a base kit. Obviously it won't get out the really seized injectors, we're very aware of that. This is a starting point to remove semi-seized injectors. Like I say, if that doesn't do what you want it to do, then you're then into a hydraulic kit. But this, at that point, you go back to your customer and do what you need to do on that front before you proceed, whereas this is quite straightforward. So that's the injector, the little side entry slide hammer kit, as we call it. We featured that again in the Virtual Van series already this year, so there's a bit more in depth about that one online. Have a look. This one we featured on the Virtual Van. Really great tool. Knox thread repair set. So when your sensor's gone, we know you can weld bosses on and all the rest of it, but this is a in situ repair, quick, easy, and you get the sensor directly in the right place with the thread inserts. So you remove cut the old thread out, put the new thread in, or if it'll clean up, you've got the original cleaning taps as well. So the NOx thread repair set. One of the other most popular tools of the year has been the suspension arm lever. So hooks on the underside of the car that you're not using, pad on the pivot, chain round the arm. We offer it with or without a ratchet. Nearly everybody buys it with a ratchet nowadays. If you've got it, you've had the tool but no ratchet, you can retrofit the ratchet. So you just order the ratchet. You'll see that on our website as well. So that's the under vehicle suspension arm tool. Lots of people get confused at this one, think it's like the old hockey stick style, but it's not. Again, if you want a bit more info on that one, have a look on our virtual van series and you'll see that one a bit more in depth. Tip removal kit for glow plug tip removal. We did that one just recently on a virtual van. One thing I didn't say in that video with our one is the drill will go through the guide as deep as you want it, but not through the tip. There is some cheaper versions out there, but the tip, they're fixed drills and they'll go down to the seat of the glow plug, but they won't go deep enough into the tip depending on where the tip's broken. So there is a feature about that one that's quite unique. So again, if you watch the virtual van video on that one, then you'll see that one in a bit more depth. Let's come over here, let's have a look. We've got our tie rod spanner set. These are specifically wide open end spanners for turning tie rods. I haven't featured that one on the virtual van yet, but we will be. Again, they're on the website if you can't wait for the virtual van on that one. Same as the universal drill guide setup set. So this is broken manifold studs, broken bolts, heads, all the rest of it. This is a universal drill guide setup. Again, we've not featured that yet in the virtual van, but we will be. This one we've featured in the virtual van fairly recently. It's the AdBlue and the fuel tank sender removal ring set. That will set up on the pressed flat ones or the plastic ones and give you access to the fuel tank or the AdBlue tank to replace whatever you're doing. Simple when they come undone, but not so simple when they won't. I've got one here actually that's gives you an idea how it sets up. So that's on a big plastic one, and that'll socket and ratchet and undo. So that's that one. The Volkswagen multi-leak suspension drill out tool, again a very popular one over the years from us. Again, watch that on the virtual van series. We've done that one, or have a look on the website and you'll see that one as well. This one is a huge time saver. I've had somebody this week on the phone about this one, and a couple of days later I spoke to them for something else and they said they can't believe how quickly it does the job. So this pulls the head off a BMW Mini locking wheel bolt, reveals a splined bolt like that. Within the kit is a spline tool that you knock in and you undo with a bar. It really is that simple. People don't really believe it until they see how simple that tool is, but it is very simple to use and very quick to use. So that's that one. Once again, another one that we've just featured fairly recently in the virtual van series is the on-car brake flaring tool. So that's going to flare steel pipe on the car. It's extremely compact the way it works. This kit comes with or without this setup here, and this is for when you want to copy or repeat the original pipe that you took off. Again, watch the virtual van on that one. A couple of episodes back and you'll see how that one works. I don't think we featured that one just yet on the virtual van. That's our digital brake fluid tester, really immensely popular one, so that will be coming soon. This one, really good, nice bit of kit. I say that a lot, but this one really is been a really good one for us this year. Our customers like this one. It's universal sensor removal socket set, so it's really clever. You select the size, in this case it's 17mm, hook it over the pipe ready for the sensor, feed it in and do that up tight, and you've got a 3/8 drive or extension bar in there to drive it. So that's universal sensor removal kit. That will work on all 6 sides, all 6 flanks of the nut. So you're not going to round them out, round the threads. Invariably when you pull a thread on a sensor, you are putting an open-end spanner on and you're turning it, and it's kind of egg shaping or camming in the threads without you realising. So with a bit of research, we found that that works lovely. So that's that one. Another get you out of trouble kit that we do. Again, people don't want this one until they're right in the proverbial. This is the brake caliper thread repair set. So this will remove the old broken brake bleed screw from a caliper, oversize it, and then put a new thread insert in with a bleed nipple in. They're conical, so they go in and they do uptight permanent repair. And yeah, we know that you can buy cheap calipers, and but some of the bigger stuff on some of the bigger cars, they're not so cheap. Or if you can't get a caliper when you need one, this also comes into its own on a Saturday afternoon or during Christmas. So that's that one. Then we go on to our hydraulic wheel bearing and bush kits. Some of that's featured up here. So this is the 18-ton hydraulic cylinder set up with a top bridge plate with the disc pulling legs, pulling discs off. Interesting when you're pulling, a lot of people, we knock the discs off with a hammer. After a bit of research on that one and a bit of training for us not so long ago, when you hammer the discs off quite often, you do damage the wheel bearing because it's taking a lot of shock and force. Yeah, don't want to teach you how to suck eggs, but if you pull out discs hydraulically, you might not have so many wheel bearings to do. Some might not like that though. Drive shaft bushing, you've got C's drive shaft bushing, so the same hydraulic cylinder has been unscrewed and screwed into this bridge. This is a 5-stud drive shaft bridge. We do the 4-stud, we do them as a pair, so that's pushing C's drive shafts. In this case, you're acting with 18-ton directly on the car. The pin comes out and reaches the drive shaft. You do get a noggin you screw in so you can strike if you want to. It's extremely rare to have to do that. It normally pushes them out, no problem. So, but that's all part of this setup. Now, lots of people come to us and say, "Oh, what's a starter kit? I'd have a full kit. Do us a full kit." It's not that simple to do you a full kit. I'll happily do you a full kit, but you'll get a lot of stuff that you'll never use because we can tailor this to what you want. It's all available individually. We do different sets, so generation 1 wheel bearings, generation 2, generation 3, Land Rover, Range Rover add-on wheel bearing set, bush kits, and as I say, C drive shafts, hydraulic ball joint snapper, as we featured recently in the virtual vans. It's the big one. We do the big one and the small one. And yeah, we know there's lots of cheap versions of this about. Be very aware that there's 700 bar, 10,000 psi going through these. When they let go, they're going to let go if they're not made of the right stuff. So that's the ball joints all, but it's all part of a bigger system that grows. This one's just come out. We featured this one a few weeks back in the in the virtual van series. This is the full transit bottom ball joint kit. Really good one to watch video on that one. Been waiting for that one for a while. That one will be a big time saver. With all of this equipment, it's all about saving time. We know you can change it all in the workshop press and take stuff off the car. It's all about doing it on the car and saving yourself a whole load of time and making it easier to do as well. We can all swing hammers and we can all do it the hard way, the way we've done it for 25 years. That's all. We're well aware of that. We know you can. But the idea of some of these tools the idea of lots of these tools is to make it much quicker, so therefore much more efficient. And if you're running your business the right way, it makes you more money, but it also makes it easier to do the job as well. So as I say, we know you can do it the old way, but if you want to move forward and be progressive with your business, this is a really good addition. Now with this, when it comes to do us a full kit, what we can do, we've got a fleet of the virtual vans. So instead of it being virtual, it can visit your workshop. You can book appointments, just give us a call and we will come and visit you and we will tailor the package to your requirements. We can also offer some training whilst we're there for your techs, go through it, how you use it. So yeah, with the hydraulic setup, it's not all hydraulic, there's some more stuff, more and more. Drive shaft removal, C's drive shaft pushing that we've got there, but then we're pulling the drive shafts out of the gearbox with this setup. Again, we've not featured this on the virtual van just yet, but we will be. So that's the bearing, and then we've got bushes. So this is a bush and cup set, so this is very universal. You've got plates here, these all lock into the cups. It's all nicely done. doesn't all fall off when you're using it. Again, you utilise this with your hydraulic cylinder, so very universal in fact, and grows the hydraulic wheel bearing kit into a much bigger system. Like I say, either give us a call, and it probably takes 20 minutes to half an hour to go through this on the phone. We can go through a website with you and guide you through it and talk you through your requirements. It's very specific to what you do. Some people are Land Rover specialists and want this specific kit. Some people are German specialists, and so you want these bits and pieces. So lots of people more recently have rung us up because they've got the problem with the PSA rear wheel bearings on the Peugeot partner Citroen Dispatch, is it? I think it's a Dispatch, Vauxhall Vivaro and Toyota ProAce. On the original bearing on the rear of those, there is no hole through the middle of them. It is a generation 2 wheel bearing, so when you come to that, you won't be able to push that out so easy. You've got to take a lot off the vehicle to get that. You won't get it on a press. It's a big job. So we do an attachment here. This will bolt onto the bearing, the original bearing. It's not just specifically for that job. This is for lots of wheel bearings, but it works perfectly on that, and you'll be able to draw it out with one of the wheel bearing bridges. When we do the demos, we show you all of this. So we'll put that in there. That will draw the bearing out, and then we've got the installation tools. It's all very universal though, so the only thing that of all of this tools that's specific to that job is those rings. That's the only bit that is specific to that one vehicle. So in other words, the only bit that you've got to buy that is specific and won't work on anything else is just that one bit. Although you have to have the set, it works on a lot of other stuff. So that's the bit that when people realise, oh, actually this doesn't go out of date and this grows with the workshop, it's where it becomes a big thing for the workshop in the future. So that's the hydraulic bush and ball joint kits. Full transit injector removal. Again, a lot of you have got that from us. Seized injectors, full transit Eco Blue 2016 onwards. That pulls them out, no problem. The kit that's not in here, that will be featured in the virtual van very soon, is the 2 litre PSA. So Peugeot Boxer, Citroen Relay, whatever their version is, the 2 litre HDI. They're also seizing, and so we do a hydraulic kit for those as well. So that's that one. Internal spring compressor. So we have our internal springs. We do the big spring compressor as well. It's over there. It's just out of shot at the moment, but we do a virtual van on that one. And it goes on and on. So I don't want to bore you for the rest of Christmas, but we do a whole host of stuff, as lots of you know. Lots of you love the stuff. I do. I'm passionate about what we do. If we come to your workshop and you want to see it, then you'll understand, if you've never used us before, the quality and what we offer. We're a bit different to competitors. We know what we do is not cheap. We work to a quality rather than price, and then obviously the price is important, but the quality is what we're working with. There's lots of cheap alternatives. We're well aware of all of that, but we try and go down the road that is going to be in service for a long time. You only got to pick up some of the stuff and see what it's made of to know what it's all about. So if you're interested in getting us along to the workshop, as I said before, get in touch, drop us an email, give us a call. We can either talk you through it, tailor a package to suit your needs, or we'll come along and go through it with you. So that's about it really. A quick flick around the van. If you're still, like I say, if you're still on your holidays, I hope you're enjoying your time off with your relevant friends and family. We'll be back at it in the new year, bringing you all of the best bits that we can offer you. I hope you enjoyed the virtual van this year, and we'll be bringing it again obviously next year. It's a way of keeping in touch with you all. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your time off, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, Pichler. See you next week.
Cheerio.